everybody? Movie Phantom here, and of course joined by me is all the way over there, being a pain. She always sits right here, and she's sitting over there right now. Had to readjust the camera and everything. There's a space between us.
Cry you a river.
I'm gonna cry you a river. But of course, my girlfriend, Maya. Long introduction there. And last week I asked the question, your top 3 favorite vampire hunters. And we got a record-tying 6 responses. That is fucking awesome. Thank you, everybody who's responding this week. That is, I love it. We got Slim Rodriguez. And he couldn't think of more than 2. Hey, that's fine, buddy. He said number 2, Van Helsing. And number 1, Buffy. Didn't give me a movie for either one of them or TV or whatever. He just...
Is that 3?
He just said 2.
Ah.
Yeah, he just threw out 2. Sky Dark hit me up and said at number 3, D from Vampire Hunter D. I have not seen that. Probably need to get on that. That reappears a couple more times on here, actually, I'm not gonna lie. Very popular. Now I'm gonna butcher this name. I'm not a video game guy, but Raziel, number 2, Raziel from Legacy of Kain, Soulweaver, and number 1, Alucard from Helsing. So
Another 2?
Do what?
Is that 2?
That's 3. D, Raziel, and Alucard.
Ah.
Torture Vision hit me up and said Van Helsing, and of course he went with the Anthony Hopkins from the Dracula, Bram Stoker's Dracula, for his number 3. Awesome pick. I will give you that one. Hardcore. I wrote this very fucking sloppy. That right, Dr. Robert Morgan. I've seen the movie once before. I liked it, but I can't remember. Dr. Robert Morgan, Vincent Price, and The Last Man on Earth. The Morgan part's throwing me off. I squished it in there. I can't tell if that's where I wrote it or not. That's how professional we are on this show. We just we slap it on the page. But Vincent Price from Last Man on Earth. And then his number 1 was D as well. So, thank you, Torture Vision. Now, were the people on Last Man on Earth, were they vampires per se? Like, I'm gonna count it. We're counting it. I won't discredit you, but they were kind of like, they just had like a I guess it counts. It's like a vampiric virus where they couldn't come out during the day. Okay, yeah, it counts. We'll count it. Ghostface Kid 101 hit me up. Number 3 from the TV show Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Number 2 was Blade, and his number 1 was Van Helsing as well. Once again, I don't know if the Van Helsing was the Hugh Jackman Van Helsing or, Peter Cushing or, I don't know who did the Dracula one from the 31 version of Dracula, but he said Van Helsing, and we'll go with it. I'm down either way. Horror Squad hit us up, and also went pretty much, retreading here. We got Buffy, the Sarah Michelle Gellar version, Blade, and D as well. So Vampire Hunter D. And finally, 13th Wolfman hit me up, and at number 3, he went the tag team duo of James Woods and Daniel Baldwin from Vampires. Awesome. I almost threw James Woods in mine, or Jack Crow was his name. I almost threw him on my top 3 actually because he's just so badass, but he didn't quite make it. He was like and I remember you said you was going to throw Frog Brothers in there because you assumed everybody else would throw them in there as well, but no one else did. You have been the lone one on there with that, but. His number 2 was also, I believe my number 2 was Peter Vincent, Vampire Hunter. Love it. And number 1, he went with Peter Cushing's Van Helsing. So I want to thank every one of you guys again. Once again, I really appreciate it. I mean it from the bottom of my black heart. Thank you so much. So this week, I'm not gonna lie.
Blackish heart.
Blackish. It's a little charcoal. You've been warming it up a little bit. You're getting a little bit of blood going into there, so this week, I'm not gonna drop the movies overall review, but I always try to get my top 3 to kind of collate with the movies I'm reviewing, and there was just nothing. Like literally, we kind of already did the ones you could do, so I decided to go in a different direction with it. Yesterday, I talked about on the news that they're going to be doing a Suspiria TV series. And that's the thing, nowadays you have so many movies being turned over to TV. I mean, we've had Psycho. We've had, Psycho is the Bates Motel. We got Friday 13th coming out. Scream's coming out. Suspiria's coming out. I know I'm missing at least one more in there. But either way, I mean, you got all these, classics of the genre being turned into TV series. And the thing is, there was a time when, I guess I even kind of rolled my eyes, like, well, how's that going to be possible? I know we also got Frankenstein coming out too, sorry. But the way, we got writers just dominating, TV, nowadays, you could do it. I think you could take, and make it good. I mean, Walking Dead, American Horror Story, Dexter. I know it's not horror, but Breaking Bad. I mean, these are just great TV shows of our generation. I'm loving it. So my question to you guys is, give me your top 3 horror movies that you would love to see turned into a TV series. Now, refrain from going with the ones that are already coming out. I mean, you don't want to pick Scream because Scream's already coming out, or Frankenstein, or, the slew of other ones I just mentioned. So try to go fresh with it. And if you want to give me a reason why, it'd be awesome. So what do you got a list over here I'm noticing? What do you got for your top 3 TV horror movies that you want to see turned into a TV show?
Chucky.
So a Child's Play TV show. I can see that. That would lend itself very well to a television series.
Okay. Frailty.
Frailty. Maybe. I mean, you can follow like the God's Hand Killer around and the brother. I can kind of see that one. All right. Frailty. I love Frailty. I wasn't really expecting that to be a movie, but okay. All right. Or a TV series. Misery. What do you do after like season 1 when he gets out of the bed and clonks her in the head the typewriter?
She has someone else outside the
You're killing me. Your show's getting canceled after 1 season.
No.
I do like the list. Thank you, sweetie. I appreciate it. For me, I came up with 2 right off the bat, and they seem like they would be fucking awesome.
Are you sure about that?
Oh, I know. It's not. I'm not saying. I know it'd be awesome.
Yeah.
The third one, however, I have a couple ideas, but I don't know how you would make it last. Like, I know you can turn any movie into a miniseries. You can make it, or even 1 season. But once you get past that first season, I mean, I'm talking like I want these shows to go on. Like, think long term, 5 to 8 seasons long.
TLL.
Well, it's already a TV series.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean like TLL? How it's yeah, exactly. Yeah, it has to be long running. So this one, I'm not gonna lie, this is the number 3. This is one I've been struggling with. Yeah, we'll go Invasion of the Body Snatchers. I think I actually initially was gonna go Faculty, which is pretty much the same thing, I guess. But I was like, well, once you're in high school, you can only go so far with that storyline. Like once an alien invasion, so I went with Invasion of the Body Snatchers, and I realized the same thing. I guess. I mean, we all know how it's going to end. It never, like none of these movies end with humanity winning. But I don't know. I'm not the writer. I will hopefully hire a good cast of writers to be able to stretch out this apocalypse a little bit longer. So yeah, that's my number 3. My number 2. It's a movie. I'm a little biased here because I love this fucking movie franchise. Can't wait for part 5 to come out. Phantasm. Oh, would fucking love it. I would say you can keep like each season can go like a movie kind of this season, but I would almost say like I remember at one point, and I'm not sure how true this is because it's been an internet rumor, but I remember at one point they were talking about how in one of the scripts for Phantasm 5, which didn't happen, it was going to be 2 stories going on at once. It was going to be Reggie going through these different dimensions looking for Mike. And then you're going to have Bruce Campbell supposed to play in it. And I guess the storyline with him was going to be like he's the head of like this Marine Corps. And of course, at this point in the future, there's only 3 cities left. There's LA, New York, and Chicago. But everything else is a vast wasteland because the tall man and his minions have just picked it clean. And so they're actually going into the wasteland, trying to figure out what the fuck's going on and take them down. And I can see it going in that direction. I would like to see it. I think a TV series would work out very well. I wouldn't dwell too much on the. I mean, maybe I wouldn't dedicate like an entire first season to part 1 or so. I mean, I try to move live, fairly quickly. Hit the notes clearly, but then bring something new to it. What you'd bring to it, I don't know. Excluding what I just mentioned with the Marine Corps and the 2 storylines like that, but I think there's plenty of mythology there you can work with. There's plenty of stories. There's plenty of places you can go with that series. And as much as I love Don Coscarella, because I met the guy in real life, the guy he's a hell of a guy. I don't want him to be the showrunner because, my God, we've had to wait like damn near 2 fucking decades, over 2 decades, 3 decades. It's good. We're going for fucking ever on part 5. Like, you know, I can't wait that long. So, yeah, get somebody who's going to churn these out for us, but churn them out right. Like, you know, get the guys behind Walking Dead or some shit, or Dexter, I don't know. They get it, you know, good. And number 1, I would go Halloween. And the same thing. I think you can literally get the first, you know, because there's so many stories there, and I would change it up a lot. Like, I would keep the basic storyline structure, and maybe like season 1 could be like part 1, 2 of the Halloween, you know, franchise, where it is, you know, Laurie's babysitting, Myers shows up, people die, she goes to the hospital, but then you would end it in the hospital. Maybe don't kill off everybody you expect to die. I mean, maybe that could be the difference there. Like, have, Annie or them, you know, survive into the, you know, throughout or whatever. But I would have, you know, after the fire and we go to season 2, I would have her have Jamie, but then later on I would have her, I forget who Josh Hartnett's character, what his name was called, but anyway, I would try to tie all the movies into the TV series. I would include the, you know, the storyline with the, you know, the Curse of Thorn. I would even have the Shamrock fucking toy company or whatever the hell it's called for part 3. I mean, I would honestly try to tie up every bit of this into it. But once again, I wouldn't go directly by the movies. I would let enough room breathe. You know, let it breathe, and just see where it takes you creatively. Oh, excuse me. See where it takes you creatively. 1 second, I'm sorry. That was brutal. Let me get a little drink here. Oh, throat got dry. But no,
Because you talk too much.
I talk way too much. No, I would honestly have it to where, you know, have the secret society, you know, the people who like worship the thorn and whatever, and are trying to, you know, I don't know what the fuck they were actually doing. You can't really. Were they trying to protect Michael? I don't know. They were just trying to make it work, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, have them kind of subtly throughout the first season, even in the background or whatever. I think there's so many things you can do with it, and then take it to new ground to do some, you know, untold stories right now. So I don't know. That's my opinion. Those are my 3. So I want to know your guys' 3 top 3 horror movies that you would like seeing turn into a TV series. Now, guys, there are, you know, numerous ways to do it. You can just drop the comment down below. I would prefer, honestly, some video responses, especially on this one right here, because this one, I would love to hear your ideas and thoughts. I mean, unless you guys want to type out paragraphs, I would love to hear what you think, you know, or what you would do with your movies that you're going to turn into TV series. You don't have to. I'm just throwing it out there. I would like to see some more video responses, but comments down below. It's dry, it's true, it's good. And of course, finally, my bros over on Facebook and Twitter, bam, hit me up over there. So. Baby girl, got anything else to say? Nope. Well, I'm the Mood Phantom. That's mine. And, yeah, we are out of here.